Hello, welcome to The Update. I'm Abby Smith. If you haven't already been slapped with a higher energy bill, well, it isn't too far off. Increases to the cost of electricity combined with cost of living pressures across the board are expected to significantly impact most household budgets. Sophie Ryan from iSelect says it's worth shopping around.
They could be missing out on a better deal. So Aussies surveyed who did switch their energy provider and or plan in the last 2 years, most of them say they were able to save money, and we calculated around $240 was the average amount they estimated saving annually as a result.
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is urging people to begin preparing now for the upcoming bushfire season. The PM says we're facing hotter than usual conditions over the summer months.
We've just been through an incredible wet period, but the science and climatologists tell us that it's going to be a dry season coming up. With that, of course, comes risks.
The Olympic countdown clock has reached 1 year till the Games in Paris. Team chef de mission Anna Mears says the occasion to be marked with a gathering on top of athletes in Sydney today.
We're going to have a showcase of breaking, which is a sport that makes its debut at the Paris Olympics next year, as well as some of our up-and-coming hopeful Olympians, some of our Olympic champion athletes out there.
Australia is expected to send one of its biggest teams to an overseas games in 2024. A Senate inquiry is set to be held into Victoria's decision to dump the 2026 Commonwealth Games. Premier Dan Andrews will be called to give evidence. Coalition senators claim the decision has damaged Australia's sporting reputation. A pot of whales has been stranded on a beach in Western Australia. As many as 70 of the animals have beached themselves near Albany. Efforts are underway to return them to deeper waters. The BBC has apologised for an inappropriate question to the captain of the Morocco World Cup team. Ghislaine Chebak was put on the spot on whether there was any gay players in the squad. Gay relationships are banned in Morocco.
Do you have any gay players in your squad, and what's life like for them in Morocco?
Sorry, this is a very political question, so we'll just stick to questions related to football, please.
It's about people. It's
Thank
got
you.
nothing to do with politics.
And bad news for chocolate lovers, with prices expected to surge in the coming months. The expected price hike is down to a spike in the global price of cocoa. Entertainment and sport next. Port Adelaide's Willie Rioli will miss just 1 week of footy after his 2-week ban for striking was downgraded at the tribunal. He was reported for striking the Pies' Nathan Murphy during the 2-point loss at Adelaide Oval on Saturday night. The ban means he'll miss the showdown clash with Adelaide. In swimming, a gold medal to Kaylee McEwen at the World Aquatics Championships in Japan. She took out the 100-metre backstroke and says she pushed hard in the final stage of the race.
It was really good coming back on that last 50. I think we were both hurting in that last 15, but I dug deep and gave it everything that I could.
American Katie Ledecky won gold in the 1,500-metre freestyle. To cricket, the Aussie women have smashed Ireland in Game 2 of their ODI series. They made 7 for 321 off their 50 overs and then bowled the Irish out for just 168 in the 39th over. Meanwhile, the men have locked in for a one-day series against India in September. 3 games to be played ahead of the ICC World Cup in October. And at the World Cup, the Philippines have stunned co-hosts New Zealand with a 1-0 win. Colombia beat South Korea 2-0, while Switzerland and Norway played out a 0-0 draw. The Aussies are in action again tomorrow against Nigeria in Brisbane. In entertainment news, the eldest son of basketball great LeBron James has been rushed to hospital in California after suffering a cardiac arrest. It happened as the 18-year-old was training. The teen is said to be in a stable condition. It seems the Barbie movie hasn't left everyone tickled pink. A brawl has erupted in a Brazil movie theatre. A woman was slammed to the ground after a child was allowed to watch movies on a phone while Barbie was playing on the big screen, which left others fuming. And Doja Cat has lost hundreds of thousands of fans after lashing out at her own fan base to get a job on social media. The 27-year-old rapper-singer lost 187,000 followers on Instagram, while some of her biggest fan accounts deactivated their Twitter pages because they'd referred to themselves as kittens. The tweet has since been deleted. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.